Black Myth: Wukong is a highly anticipated game, but many people think that this game is a Souls-like because some elements are similar to Souls-like. However, the developer of this game calls it an action RPG. This game is basically a long boss rush game. We will often find players will face a big boss fight directly, and this is what makes the game interesting. Who says the story of the magical monkey is old? Black Myth: Wukong proves that the legend of Sun Gokong still has lots of exciting stories. This game takes inspiration from the classic novel Journey to the West, but with a twist that makes you curious. We will become the Destined One, a mysterious monkey who has a lot in common with Sun Gokong. The story is simple: collect 6 lost relics of Sun Gokong. But our journey is not as smooth as we imagine from one chapter to another. Sometimes it makes us confused, especially after defeating a cool boss, but immediately moving places without a clear explanation. The world is also a bit confusing. There's no map, no compass. Basically, everything makes you curious. But for me personally, it makes it less exciting and frustrating because it's too confusing. Just imagine being able to feel like the agile and strong Sun Gokong. Black Myth: Wukong really succeeds in making us feel the sensation of being a magical monkey. Starting from taking out the magic stick Rui Jingu Bang, which can change size, making clones from hair, to changing shape all kinds of creatures. It's really fun. The battle system is really cool too. We have to be clever at managing light and heavy attacks to unleash powerful moves. It's a bit of a far-fetched story. As a boss rush game, Black Myth: Wukong manages to deliver an intense and satisfying combat experience. Each boss offers a unique challenge with an interesting design. The combat mechanics are fast and responsive, making each fight feel epic. Although the in-game world feels less explorative, the beautiful visuals and stunning boss designs make up for that. In this game, there is no map. Maybe for some people it is an obstacle. On the one hand, it will be a very challenging adventure where we have to remember all the roads. Many players often get lost in the same place. In addition, there are many invisible walls that can be helpful for people who often get lost, and can be a barrier for those who like to explore maps, because many reviewers also think this is like an open-world game where every side of the bus we explore. The combat system is quite interesting, but the moveset still feels ordinary. This is also something beyond the expectations of gamers. At the beginning of the chapter, we will face the God Lang in heaven, where this is still the same as the Chinese legend of Sun Gokong. Once again, this is not adopting the story, but more of a story like Dragon Ball inspired by the story of Sun Gokong. So the character we use is another monkey, whose job is to find 6 relics to save Sun Gokong. For the different chapter transitions, it's because each chapter is a different world, so it's not seamless. So if you want to go back to the previous world or chapter, use fast travel. In each chapter there will be characters as guides. This will also be a place of meditation to recharge HP, to enjoy the landscape too, just like Ghost of Tsushima. For changes later will be obtained by defeating the boss, but not all bosses. In this game, there are so many elements that affect your gameplay. Many reviewers rate this game with a rating of 8. Black Myth: Wukong has sold 10 million copies in the first 3 days, and on Steam has been played by more than 1 million players. For those of you who really like boss rush games, Black Myth: Wukong is a must-try. Each boss opponent is very unique, from giant bears to powerful dragons. The fights are exciting and addictive, especially when you're fighting big bosses in cool places. Even though there are some parts that are a bit boring, overall this game is really fun. Anyway, if you are looking for a game that is different from the others, Black Myth: Wukong could be the right choice.